Hey there, YouTube guitarists and bassists. This is John from JohnFoxBass.com, Premium Bass Guitars, coming to you today with a guitar-related video introducing the new Kernom Ridge Augmented Analog Overdrive. And I've got one unit here that's a demo, and we're going to do some tests with it. So what I've done is I've recorded a little loop using the Ditto looper, and we're going to play it and experiment and show you how this pedal works. So the purpose of this pedal is to replace your collection of overdrives. So I've been playing guitar since the early 70s, I guess, and in about 1980 or so I started out with this DOD 250 overdrive pedal as my first overdrive, and I've had lots and lots of them over the years. These are the ones that I've kept so far. Really fell in love with the Fulltone OCD version 1.4. That's an awesome pedal. This analog man with the NKT 275, this fuzz, the sun face, is amazing. And graduated at one point to the OCD with the JHS Prescriptive mod, which makes an awesome pedal even more awesome. And what we're going to do is we're going to listen to the Kernom Ridge here, and side by side, compare it against the OCD. I have it set on my personal favorite setting, and we're going to switch back and forth. And what I've done is I've dialed in that exact same setting with the Kernom Ridge. So you give a listen and see if you can hear any difference. It's mighty tough to hear any difference. So I'm going to hook up the camera here with the microphone, and bear with me while I do that. I apologize. Don't have any sort of assistant or anything here. I'm trying to plug the monitor in so I can hear what's going on. Aha. Had the microphone plugged into the headphone jack, so that never works. Okay. So I'm going to play the loop. First of all, we're going to listen to it clean. This is just what the loop sounds like. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick on the OCD and listen to the loop there, and then we'll switch back and forth between the OCD and the Kernom. it sounds like in that last go around I just bumped one of the knobs by accident. So let me explain a couple of the features of the Kernom Ridge that are really amazing. Okay, number one, it has got an expression pedal input. And so I've got an expression pedal hooked up to it. And what you do with that is you can save one preset in the unit itself. So you dial in a preset that you like, you dial in a setting that you like, and you hold down the preset button for a couple seconds, and it saves, it flashes and lets you know that it's saved. And then you can turn the preset on and off. And if you turn it off, now you're using the dials, the knobs to control the unit. So I'm going to dial in just a mild, just edge of breakup kind of overdrive tone. Okay, that's pretty mild. And then what the expression pedal will do is it'll morph gradually between the setting that you have on the knobs and whatever is in the preset, which I have as a more heavy overdrive. We'll flick on the preset so you can hear what it sounds like. So as you can see, the cool part is that you can basically select any setting in between the one that you've got the knob set for and the one that you've got the preset set for. And on top of that, it's got a MIDI jack on the back, a little 1/8 inch TRS or 3.5 millimeter TRS jack. So you need a MIDI cable. You can get it from Sweetwater. I know they carry it, made by Boss. It's about 20 bucks. Got a 5-pin MIDI on one end and a TRS on the other end. And you can use something like a Boss ES8 or whatever your MIDI controller is, any MIDI device that can output instructions and CC commands. And you can send commands into the Kernom to switch to a different preset. Each knob has 128 positions. So if you don't include the volume, just include the other 5, you've got a total of like 34 billion combinations of settings if you use the MIDI control, or if you use the knobs themselves on the front panel to control it. One of the knobs is called Mood, which is very cool. What that does is there's 5 distinct ranges of that knob, and each one is a different mood, a different flavor of overdrive, a different type of circuit. And then you've got, of course, the usual drive. And part of the genius of this pedal is that it's got a tone control on the way into the overdrive, and then another that's affecting your raw guitar signal, and another tone control on the way out, affecting the distorted or overdriven signal. So you can interplay the two of those and get some pretty drastic differences. Kind of almost, like having a graphic equalizer, only not quite as diverse as that. And then on top of that, there's also a mid-range control, which does boost and cut. And all these knobs are nice and solid feeling, and they've got center detente, and of course then you've got your level output. So I'm going to just experiment a little bit. We'll play the loop and experiment with the controls, and you can listen to the different ranges. I'm going to start in mood 1, and we'll explore, and then go to mood 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and we'll give a listen to all the different variety of tones. And I mean, if you were to break up each knob, let's say, into 5 ranges, like the mood knob, Even that, you know, with 5 knobs and 5 basic broad ranges on each one, that gives you like 3,125 different combinations. So, and that's just scratching the surface. Like I said, it's really, technically speaking, about 34 billion and change unique settings. So it'll take you more than a few lifetimes to try them all. So, but once you learn how the knobs work, you know, you can get pretty quick at dialing in exactly what you're looking for. Let's experiment, and I'll show you. So there you have it. You can hear a few different tones. I could bore you with about a million of them, but I think that's a good enough example to let you understand the incredible range of possibilities with this pedal. So really it does basically replace lots and lots of other overdrive pedals. You can get by with just one, as long as you don't mind having some remote switching or, you know, setting the knobs as you need. But if you only need, you know, basically 2 different overdrive sounds, let's say mild and wild, you can just set the knobs on one and set the other in the preset, and then you've got the expression pedal, of course, to morph between the two. So that'll give you, you know, quite a few sort of gradations in between, which will really open up possibilities, you know, tremendously with having just one pedal. So this is John from johnfoxbass.com. This pedal, I've got my first batch of 20 of these coming shortly. Just hopefully should be here in time for Christmas. This is 2022, depending on when you're watching this. Here we are in mid-December, and first batch of 20 should be on the way, and there's a waiting list as of right now. About half of them are spoken for, and about half are still available. So get yours, get in line to reserve one at johnfoxbass.com. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.